is Emma and I've just finished my second year studying zoology at Leeds University. So in terms of my top tips, I'd say one would be it's worth putting in the effort even from first year. So I know it doesn't count towards your degree classification, but I found that it really opens doors in terms of sort of study abroad opportunities or taking part in industry placements and things like that. So I'd definitely say it's worth kind of putting in the effort from the beginning. Another tip I'd probably say is it's worth reading around the subject. So I'd recommend sort of going over previous lectures that you've had kind of at several different points throughout the term, and then what I found quite useful is if you then find a really good paper or something that backs up the ideas from the lecture, then you can kind of write that down and include that with your notes of the module. And I found you don't need to read the whole paper. I know that it can seem overwhelming if you've got a scientific paper that's like 16 pages long. The abstract and the discussion gives you a good overview of the key ideas, so it's quite nice having your content from the lectures alongside extra material. And then a third top tip I'd say is to make use of the libraries. I maybe didn't as much as I should have in first year, but in Edward Boyle and Laidlaw they have a fantastic zoology section, so I think it's like 3 or 4 rows of really, really good zoology books. So that's a mixture of books that maybe they recommend for extra reading, but also some ones that are just really fun to read in your own time. In terms of things I've enjoyed, there's so many things, and if I could, I'd go back and do it all over again. What I've really liked is that I've been able to tailor my course to my interests and kind of take modules that complement and build off of each other really well. So I just wanted to recommend some of the optional modules I've done. I know it's not for everyone, but I've loved them. So in first year I did vertebrate evolution. It gives you a really, really good insight into paleontology and kind of walks you through the history of life on Earth. So I love that, it was really, really interesting. And parasites fascinate me. I know they're not for everyone, but second year I did a module in parasitology. So that kind of covered the key parasites which infect humans in the world today, and then what maybe control methods are being used against them. So again, not for everyone. I realise some people might be a bit squeamish about that kind of thing, but really, really interesting. And I feel I can't not mention the field courses as well, because they are just fantastic. They're so much fun and you gain loads of practical hands-on skills. I just really like how on all the field courses you're given the opportunity to explore some really cutting edge kind of ideas, and you're given the freedom to investigate these topics however you like. You always have the support of lecturers, which is good. I feel like the skills that you learn on the field course, they really kind of set you up for a career in zoology or conservation once you graduate. So couldn't recommend the field courses highly enough. They're really, really fun. And then maybe things I wish I'd done differently. I would say the main one is I wish I'd learned how to use EndNote sooner. So EndNote is the referencing software that is used by Leeds University, and I would recommend learning to use it in first year because it will make your life so much easier when it comes to referencing. So there are some good tutorials on Minerva which can help you figure out how to use EndNote. But basically don't do what I did, and I tried at the beginning to do all my references manually. It's such a waste of time, and EndNote can do it all for you. It puts it in the right format, and it's definitely worth learning how to use it. And then another point on referencing, clearly I didn't do so well on this, I would say always write down where you got your information from. So say if you find a really, really interesting paper when you're doing a bunch of research, make sure you write down where you got it from, because otherwise it can be a bit of a last minute scramble to kind of find out where you got all your ideas from. So not a good idea doing that. But if someone had told me how amazing and incredible it would have been studying zoology at Leeds University, I don't think I would have quite believed them. It's such a brilliant course, and obviously like any university degree, there have been moments when it's been academically very challenging, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere else studying anything different. So just wanted to say loads of luck for your studies, and I hope you enjoy zoology as much as I do.